7 ways to make money from your music. If you are an independent artist, I want you to stop thinking the only way you can make money from your music is by getting millions of streams on Spotify, which is one of the biggest mistakes an artist would ever make. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you 7 ways you can actually start making money from your music, which are streaming, royalties, YouTube, performance, merchandise, and also you can sell your song directly to your fans even by using Seller app. I don't know if you know about it, but if you don't know about it, you can check my YouTube. I already make a video about how you can upload your song on Seller and sell your song to your fans as a digital product. We can also help you in making some money as an artist. So if you're ever serious about building a music career, you need to watch the video till the end, because number 7 is actually what most artists overlook, and it's going to really help you as an artist. So hello wonderful people, you're welcome to Analyzer Tube on YouTube. As you all know, I go by the name Naomit, and on this channel what I do is I help you grow your music career as an artist. If you're an independent artist, you're just joining me for the first time, you're watching this video for the first time, you need to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, as on this channel you're going to really get a lot of tips that's going to help you to build yourself, to build your career, your music career as an independent artist. So let's get into today's video. Get something clear before we start this video. I'm not going to tell you to upload one song and the next day, boom, start making thousands of dollars. It doesn't really work like that, because that is not how music business actually works. What I want you to understand is that one song can actually create multiple opportunities to earn money for you as an artist. There are several other ways your music can actually generate money for you. It's not only the stream. Most of you guys only focus on the stream. What is going on? How much stream do I get? How much does it equate? No, the obvious one is actually the streaming one, which is when people actually listen to your song on all the streaming stores like Apple, Spotify, Boomplay. You start getting some money, your music will start generating some money for you as an artist. But one thing you guys don't really understand is, because you always focus on trying to get millions of streams before you start making something out of your music, but you don't really look at the other side, or whereby you can actually produce a lot more music, trying to get more music in your catalog as an artist. For example, if you're getting like 50,000 streams on one song, calculate it if you actually have like 30 songs or 20 songs on your catalog, which means if those songs are actually getting 50,000, 20,000, calculate all together, you're actually going to be making a lot more money than just having one song on release. So your goal shouldn't just be about you making millions of streams before your music starts making you some money. Your goal should actually be you building a catalog for yourself as an artist. Because one thing you need to understand is, when people listen to your song, the next thing they think about is they want to know more about you. They want to know if you have more music in your catalog. But if you're that artist that only have one song, you don't really have a lot of songs, how do they actually get to listen to more and eventually become your fan? So if you really want to be serious, like I said, as an independent artist, you need to make sure you build your catalog. Remember, streaming income isn't necessarily one simple payment. Right and royalty type can actually be involved, and how much reaches you depends on the distributor you are actually working with. That is why I used to tell you guys, if you really want to distribute your song and you want to take your music career very professional, you want to take it serious, you need to make sure you look out for the distributor you're actually dealing with, or your partner with, in distributing your song and also helping you to collect your music royalties. So if you want to distribute your song, you need to make sure you look out for High Vibe Music Distribution. They can help you undo your music distribution, your marketing, and also help you in branding yourself, as time goes on. They have a whole lot of opportunities, features that can actually help you as an artist. If you want to distribute your song, you are just starting out, or you're already an established artist and you're having difficulty with your distributor, or you're looking out for the best distributor in 2026, you need to make sure you work with High Vibe Music Distribution, and if you want to do that, you make sure you get on the premium plan, because the premium plan actually comes with a lot of features. Like I said, you're not going to get all these features with free plan. You need to be on the premium plan, which is just £20 for a whole year, and that whole year means you're going to be getting all the features. You have access to all the features that come along with that premium plan. So don't just upload your music. You need to make sure you build a catalog, promote your catalog, and also understand where your music royalties is actually coming from, or that is when it comes to your distributor. So number 2, we are going to talk about royalties and publishing. A whole lot of you guys still don't understand how much money, or you don't know how much money you can actually make from. So if you wrote a song, there can be money connected to the songwriting and also publishing side of the song, not just recording of a song. So this is where artists sometimes leave money behind, because most of the time they distribute the recording and not properly thinking about the songwriting side and how much money they can actually get from the songwriting. If you wrote a song and you recorded a song, you don't just need to ask where your master recording is being distributed, how you're collecting the money connected to the songwriting. Learn about your performance rights organization, mechanical royalties, publishing administration, and other royalty collection system that applies to you. So the important thing is you need to understand the rights you own and who is collecting them for you. So number 3, we're going to be talking about the YouTube, how YouTube actually generates some money for you as an artist, as a music artist, independent artist in 2026. So your music can create opportunities for you across YouTube. And I'm not just talking about you uploading a music video alone. There's a way you can monetize eligible videos. Your song can appear in content created by other people. And depending on the right management setup and how your music is being used, there may be additional monetization opportunity for you. That is on YouTube. So behind the same video, studio session video, music tutorial, storytelling, performance, music video. And the important thing is to stop thinking of your song being just audio file. You understand? What we're trying to say here is you can actually create a whole lot of content with your music. It's your music. You can create, the studio session, can create a lot of content around your music, and you can monetize this video to your own gain. You understand? Because the more people view this video, the more people watch this video, the more money you'll be getting out from YouTube, which comes down to creating more opportunities across YouTube. Depending on the right management setup, you might actually be getting more money from YouTube. So number 4, live performance. If you're an artist, you don't need to underestimate the value and importance of performance. You can potentially earn money from festival, show, concert, and other events, even private events. You can start locally, build a small audience, perform at appropriate events. They won't do party, they won't do bash for area. You understand? You show up. Even small bar you collect. Anytime you're performing, you need to make sure you record your performances, you record all the shows and put it into content for your music. That comes back to the YouTube, because when you're landing these videos on YouTube, they'll be generating money for you. And the biggest value of the performance you had is not actually the money that you've been paid, because most of the time they don't really give you a whole lot of money, but you've been able to create videos, create content from you performing and putting it back into your own content, and this will be generating money from you. Is also a big deal. And from the performance, you may be getting new fans, new connection, networking with people, because also you need networking as an artist. How do people get to know you? How do they really experience you? These are one of the ways they get to experience you. And also from the video you've been able to post from the performances you had, posting it on YouTube will actually generate you more fans. Why people watch the video, you're getting more money from it, more people are also subscribing to your channel. So number 5, we're going to talk about sing and music licensing, which a whole lot of artists do not really understand how this works, and I'm going to be breaking it down as number 5. So music licensing can actually be very interesting for independent artists who are just trying to find their feet in the industry, because imagine when your music has been used for things like movie, video games, advertisement, television, and also maybe some other visuals or online videos. Like all these people that create content can actually use your music. So you need to imagine creating a song and somebody just wants to use the song for a project. So if you create a music and somebody actually wants to use your music for a project or something, so depending on the agreement and the rights involved, you may actually get paid heavily. As an artist, you need to make sure you build a catalog of music that can be used in different situations. You need to have different kind of music, maybe love music, different mood. You understand? Different kind of music in your catalog. So these are the things you need to understand when you're giving you licensing of your song or usage of your song out to somebody to use for a project. These are the things you need to understand. The contract, the rights you're giving away, how long does this licensing actually will last? Is it an exclusive deal or non-exclusive deal? These are the things you need to put in place, or you need to note before you actually give the right to use your music out for somebody. And also you need to know what you're being paid for. Never sign away important rights. You understand? Most of you guys that don't really understand how this paperwork things work, you need to get an entertainment lawyer if you have one, and if you don't have one, just consult one anytime you have gigs like this. You understand? So that you won't fall into trap. Now we're going to head on to number 6, merchandise and also direct sales. When I say direct sales, I mean selling your products. For example, the other time I made a video about seller. You can create seller account, and also how you can put your music as a digital product on it for your fans to actually get the access to be able to download your song, direct download your song and pay for it. Do you understand? So that depends on how much money you want to put on that. That is why it's always very good. Sometimes when you go to shows, concert events, you can actually talk about this after your performance. If you want to get this song, you can as well go and stream it. It's on the streaming platform, or also you can also download it. If you really don't want it to be on your phone, you can download it, and people will go on your seller. You can tell them to go to your social media where your link has been posted. They click on the link, they get to download, and you'll be making some money out from it. Imagine you're going to your show and you're actually talking about it, and maybe like 10 or 20 people were able to actually download from your seller. You know how much you'll be making. You understand? In addition to whatever you've been paid for the performance on the show. Apart from digital product, like I said, putting your song up for download, you can also, create something like t-shirt for your own brand. You understand? Your brand, you can create something. You can create a t-shirt, hat, and you can start selling it to people. Especially when you go for performance, or you can do it online too. You can go on live and let people actually purchase some of your t-shirt, some of your hat, and you'll be making some money out from it. You understand? So these are other ways you can actually make money as an artist. You understand? So not all the time you focus on stream. Before the stream will actually come, you can actually be surviving with some of these things that we actually listed. Some of these ways to make money as an artist. And so so that you can pay for your studio sessions, you can pay for your TikTok video creations and all that. Now imagine after you creating a t-shirt for yourself, and somebody actually purchased the t-shirt and they are actually willing to wear it, which is carrying your brand. Anytime you're doing this, you need to make sure you're actually creating something in your brand's name, because it actually be promoting you anywhere they wear it. So people actually be saying the name, and some of the people that actually see the name can come across you on social media. It will remind them of where they actually have seen you before. This is another way of promoting yourself. Number 7, I'm going to be, we're going to be rounding up soon. So number 7, we're talking about skills, services. For example, when we're talking about skills, the artists that actually know how to create beat, for example, you can create beat and sell to make some money. And also, not just beat alone. We have artists that even know how to do, who knows much about graphic designing. You can do art cover. A whole lot of artists are looking for people that can actually create art cover, design something, make sales, create a small community on or WhatsApp, let people join, and you can post some of the work you already had or you already have done, so that people will find interest in that, and also buy some of your work. And also you can teach people how to make music in the studio. We have a whole lot of people that want to go into the music, but they are scared because they don't know how their first time experience is going to be. So you can be the artist who is going to stand in place for them to be able to understand how this work, by helping them or escorting them to the studio and helping them, to make their first recording or their first studio session very easy. You understand? And you'll be getting paid for that by teaching them what to do, what not to do, what to record, what not to record, and how to record and all that. Because you are a professional on this field, you can start making money from that as well. And you can also do music coaching. Let people join your music coaching live, virtual. You can do virtual music coaching, and people will pay for it. No matter how small it is, you'll be gathering something for yourself as an artist. So a lot of other ways you can make money, by just rendering services as an artist. So if you have skills, for example, now maybe you can play guitar, you can go to events, play guitar for people, and you'll be making some money out for yourself. And also, if you're an artist that don't really have any skill, you might want to look out and learn one of the skills, anything that will really help you, because not everything you should pay for as an artist. I've seen a lot of artists that actually don't know how to create content, which you need to learn how to create. It's very easy. You just go on your YouTube, look out for, content video, how to create content videos from the basic, and you learn and you start creating content for yourself. And the more you create for yourself, the better you get. And from there, you can as well start rendering a service to other people that don't even know how to create content, and be making some money from it to help yourself in your music journey. So if you find this video helpful for yourself, make sure you subscribe and you like. I love you all. Wait till my next video.